bullet behind it.
Bitch!
Hey,
Wow.
we're live.
What the?
Hello,
Hey!
everyone. Welcome to the Unimaginary Friendcast. We have not recorded an episode since July of 2024.
What?
Do you guys realize that?
Wait.
I think it's been a year and a half. And that episode, we solved America. So I think we pretty much retired after that.
Oh, right. That's true. We did do that.
I know this is a very highly anticipated reunion, not only for ourselves, but for our massive audience, with I think is 4,000 right now, growing.
Roughly.
So that's great. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for choosing us over the Golden Globes. I know that CBS is a little bit anxious that we're competing with their airtime, but we are just so glamorous.
Facebook is having problems playing it. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
I had to show off this hat tonight. I just feel like I should be on a red carpet. Anyway, if you've been with us before, you know how this all works. If you're new to our show, hello. We are your new best friends. I'm Erin Marie, Betty Davis Jr.
I'm Nathan Edmondson. Nathan Von Edmondson, I believe.
Yeah, we forget our names sometimes.
And I'm DavidMonster.com.
Nice to meet you. We have been hosting this podcast, this show, since November 2015. If you do that math, this is over 10 years. This is our 322nd episode. Yes.
What?
Are you sure? I can't count that high.
In 10 years, we did this weekly for a long time. We did it bi-weekly for
Wait.
a little bit.
Hold on. This is our 323rd.
Correct.
Okay. So we've done 322.
Did I?
You said 322nd.
Well, okay.
323. It's one more than 322.
We have branded merch. Who knew?
Ah,
David?
You okay?
I think this is a part out of a cartoon.
Oh,
I just was thirsty. I got thirsty.
Oh, cheers. Cheers. We are here tonight to reunite and celebrate our 10-year anniversary and have a good time together. And with you all of you out there. We actually have a live studio audience as well.
that we do.
So when it comes to the Q&A part, we might have some live in-studio questions as well. It's very exciting. But tonight, in honor of our decade of friendship, of best friendship, I should say, we are going to do 10 10-minute topics. We will time them. We'll be prompt. If you've been following social media, you already know what those topics are. Tonight will be a night full of surprise, much like the Golden Globes, but way more surpriseier.
Surprisier? Yes.
So before we start, see, I just got a live chuckle from our audience. That felt pretty good. Before we start, let's take a minute to share, just a minute to share what's been going on with each of us before we jump into all of our topics. David, what's your log
You
line?
guys go first. Ladies first.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, ladies first.
Okay. I had to write down some bullet points because I kind of forgot what was going to. So I'm the director of a haunted house. I do photography. I do a big shoot with Santa every year. Do my family's travel stuff. I do editing for the entertainment music industry. I'm a mom and just love exploring and eating. That pretty much sums up anything new with me.
All right, you go ahead, Nathan. Oh, sorry.
So I think the three big things for me are dad life, partaking in as much of what she does as possible. Sleep deprivation has been a huge factor for the last few years, and I've been doing comedy sports.
Ooh,
And I do
what is
about
that?
Comedy sports is a improv comedy show that's been in Philadelphia. Well, they're franchised around the country, but the one in Philadelphia has been here for like 32 years or something like that. I think since 92 or 93. And I do a show. They have shows every week, but I do a show usually about once a month. It's a lot of fun.
That's awesome. Sorry. I know some people here in comedy sports, and
Sports LA.
yes, and you guys don't know each other. It's weird.
All right.
Since we last podcast, actually, the worst thing that could ever happen to a person happened to me.
What's that?
I don't want to bring the podcast down, but it's kind of a serious issue, and it's I don't know how to talk about it because it's very painful.
Do you not live at the beach anymore?
I live at the beach. It's worse than that.
Apart from the gym.
No, it's the worst thing that can happen to a person.
Not able to digest cake anymore?
That's a good guess.
My God, Aaron, don't even say that.
It's not the worst thing.
Yeah.
No, it's well, this is what it is. Okay, I'm no longer able to this is what it is I have to cut down on my cheat days. So instead of being able to just eat whatever I want, like I can't have a whole pizza. I can only have 1 or 2 slices of pizza. I can't have a whole cake. I can only have 3 or 5 pieces of cake.
We've got some live chuckles happening.
Thank you for laughing at my pain. Thank you. So I just have to watch what I eat. I have to be, just careful of what I eat. And it's very hard. It's very difficult.
Not to I want to talk about that more. I definitely do.
I mean, I'm in shock. I need a moment. I think I need to digest that. The lack of digestion that you're allowed, and we'll come back to it. Ooh, do we have a comment?
We do have a comment.
We do have a comment.
Someone said that this is their favorite podcast.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That guy's handsome.
Who said it?
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would like
Wait, who said it's their favorite podcast?
Some guy in a blue jean jacket.
I would like to have his babies. Anyway, okay.
All right.
We have a lot to get
Okay,
to tonight.
we're doing 10-minute episode or 10-minute segments. I'm going to record them. You're going to hear this little when it starts, and then there'll be a buzzer when it. Okay, ready?
10 minutes on the clock.
All right, 10 minutes. Here we go.
Oh my God.
Fighting over a lima bean.
Did you hear that? I put an intro.
Barely heard it. It
Okay.
was very.
Well.
Okay, 10 minutes have started.
Okay. Okay. So this, as I know, we hate talking about this person, but the last decade we are reflecting on, and he created many uncomfortable Friendcast episodes. So it felt impossible to not bring him up first. I want to get it out of the way first. This is the second coming of Donald Trump. how have things been going since the dump sequel and what's to come. So I'm just going to start us off. Arguably, the top 5 issues that have dominated this last year of his second term is Venezuela, the Epstein files, tariffs, inflation, tourism, hurting, all that, the government shutdown, cancellation of Obamacare subsidies, all that, and then the ICE raids and all the immigration enforcement and the National Guard in cities. So I feel like those are the big parts of his last year. But some runners up I almost threw in there was the bulldozing of the East Wing of the White House, taking over the Kennedy Center, ending the war in Gaza, and then Doge and Elon Musk. I feel like we already forgot about all that.
That was the first few months.
That was crazy town in the beginning. So I wanted to just start that off and then let you guys take it away on how you think things have been going.
Well, one thing that just happened actually is the Obamacare subsidies were extended for 3 years.
That's true.
So Congress did give him a big FU, and I think it was some 17 Republicans switched sides, and that's
wow.
That's some good news. But I mean, I think the number one thing on here, Venezuela is listed at the top, but I think it all boils down to the Epstein files. Like that's what I think is the biggest scandal of all of this, because everything else is cover.
Everything's cover. He just bombed another country.
Yeah.
To cover it up.
It's part of the motivation.
Yeah.
Also guzzling oil. No?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the oil companies don't want to go. Like they're not going to.
Really?
Yeah. Like Exxon. It's like heavy crude, which is hard to process, and oil is I think at $60 a barrel right now, so it's not that expensive. So they're not going to make a lot of money if they invest all the money in the processing and all of that. So I think they're pretty much saying, we're not interested. I think a lot of the companies are saying that. We'll see how it plays out, but it could be for not.
I guess if we were going back to general, like how things are going, I think it's way worse than the first time around.
Absolutely.
It seems that he is more organized and has more people around him that are pushing really evil things forward, and creating holes in our system that might not be able to be filled maybe in 100 years, but there's going to be lasting effects from this presidency that we're not going to see the end of in our lifetime. So
that's accurate.
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
100%. And unfortunately, his power grabs, the Democrats aren't doing a lot about, because they're already seeing that they can benefit from it when they get into office. So it's not, so for sure. This is the problem, is he is not evil. He is not racist. He's not any of those things. He has serious mental and behavioral problems. Like he has serious problems. And the biggest people in this world have the most, the biggest people have these problems, and they get so much support. We've got to start blaming the people. We've got to start educating and blaming the people, because he has a lot of support still. Like people think, his support is dwindling, but he still does. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it seems like nothing he can do can waver his base.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a narcissist, and he's really never seen any consequences for his actions, which is just crazy because he's so rich. And he probably has dementia, but it's true that it's so much more organized this time with Project 2025. The people who knew they could use him as the tool to make all of these changes, they all stepped up and glommed onto him, and that's what's happening. I don't think he cares. Like he's just signing what they want him to sign. He's doing he has some say in it, but really he's just like not following orders, but just
he's making tons of money. His family's making tons of money. His businesses are making tons of money. He does not give a shit.
And he wants to create a legacy for himself that is lasting, that will outlast everything. And I know he will. He's succeeded in that.
Yeah, it's crazy. It won't be positive.
Well, because he changed everything. He changed the world. He changed politics. He changed everything. And everyone's going to look back at this moment, him, for creating this whole other, what's the word?
Version of America.
I don't know.
Version of
I like all the things I mentioned. I'm not happy about. I was happy the hostages came home, of course, but it's looking pretty bleak. But I will say that invading another country and taking the leader and putting him in jail in our country and just taking over it and blatantly saying it's for oil was absolutely shocking. Like I just have imagined that would happen so blatantly. You know, they always try in it, but it's just like, we just took over another country and we're talking about doing it again. What?
And especially because the original reasons he said was the drug trafficking, and then he went and pardoned the ex-leader of Honduras who did the same exact thing and said he's a great guy, he was just maligned. I mean, so it's just crazy town. Like the Republicans, if anyone gets into power that can do anything at all, forget it. Why am I even saying that? The Republicans don't even care. I mean, I do like that we're seeing people fight him. Like Marjorie Taylor Greene, have you heard some of the stuff she says? She actually is making sense now.
Yeah,
like,
but now I think she's going to be on The View. I heard.
Really?
She's been on she's on regular. They have her on regularly now because. So he does fight with everyone. He's going to fight with everyone. By the end of these 4 years, there's going to be a fight with everyone. And something will happen, but I'm pretty sure he's just going to walk away unscathed.
He's going to last 4 years. Do you think his health is going to hold out for 4 years?
Debatable.
Yeah.
Bad people hold on for a long time.
What about the midterms? What do you think is going to happen?
I think
in the midterms.
Yeah, I think Democrats will take the midterms.
Take everything. Will we then impeach them if we have the numbers?
No, they're not going to do that again because that doesn't do anything. It doesn't mean anything.
Well,
anymore.
if they can pass it, if they have enough of if they have enough people in office, they can.
I don't think they
have the
should
votes.
Or would waste their time on that again because the first 2 times they did it was complete waste of time. Unfortunately.
Well, they didn't have
crazy.
The numbers at that point, so they're able to flip enough seats. But I doubt they'd flip that many seats.
I know you guys don't like to talk about this, but the fact of the matter is we're still going to have the Democratic Party. And yes, they're better than the Trump administration by far, but they're still not going to do anything for you and I. They're still not going to help us out at all because as bad as prices are now, and yes, this is the worst prices have ever been. I've been alive for 150 years. This is the worst they've ever been. But you have to remember, under Biden, they got really bad too. And people keep blaming COVID and stuff, but they didn't do jack shit. And Kamala Harris even said, "There's nothing we could have done." So we're still going to have the Democrats, and they're not going to step up and make our lives better. It's just going to be a non-Trump time. That's all.
We got it was COVID a little bit. The whole world shut down for a little bit. Everything went bonkers for the years after.
100%. But he didn't do anything, though. Like when asked the gas prices, there's nothing I can do about them. What about, the prices of food? There's nothing I can do about it. He said those words. And Kamala backed him up. When she was running like an idiot, she didn't distance herself from that and said, yeah, there's nothing we could have done. She said those words.
I think it's been agreed on that we had a better recovery than most countries after COVID.
Totally, but...
Look, anything specifically about Donald Trump or other billionaires? I know, David, you had a lot to say on the billionaire topic.
They're not helping.
In the land of the living.
You think he's gonna
2 to 4 months?
Wow.
Or they impeach, or they amendment 25 or whatever it is, kick him out
before the midterms?
Maybe.
Wow.
2 to 4 months.
Okay, that's a prediction.
You think that they would do that with Trump? Kick him out?
Live.
And then we'd have President Vance.
Blabbermouth blowhard.
I guess that means we have to move on to our
All right.
second
Do I start
topic.
right?
All right.
We all agree that Trump's a freak from the bowels of hell. Okay.
All right. So this is our reflecting on a decade of podcasting. So what has it taught us? Have we affected the world in any way? Are there any standout moments? We can go, maybe each of us can say something. Does that work?
one at a time.
I'll just start off. I think one of the things that this is just a personal thing, but I would listen to all of our podcasts just to hear what we sound like and to feel the rhythm and to kind of just understand the art of it. And listening to my own voice was eye-opening, and it really helped me be more mindful of speaking and saying and ums and just be more intentional with how I communicate. So I thought that was hugely beneficial for myself personally.
That's wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. I like, think I could use some practice at that. I thought interviewing guests is just super fun. I really enjoyed that aspect of our show.
Yeah.
When we'd have a guest on and getting to explore their expertise in their life.
We did a lot too. We had nearly 50 guests, give or take.
Wow. Really? Who was everyone's favorite and least favorite?
Oh.
I can't get into that now.
Yeah.
David, do you have any reflections you want to share?
I listen to a lot of podcasts, and listening to other podcasts, our podcast is just as stupid as the biggest podcasts out there.
Yes.
Where they we were just talking about, I'm going to just say it on the record. Amy Poehler has a podcast out now, and I kind of thought it would be interesting because I like some of the people that she was on Saturday Night Live with and other celebrities. And you listen, and it's so fucking boring. Like, it's not really funny at all. And we're just as boring as they are.
Perfect.
And we have better things to say. I have to tell you.
That should be our next line of t-shirts.
Yeah.
We have better things to say.
I think we need smaller quotes for our t-shirts.
No, I think it should say, this is ridiculous.
Human beings are like cockroaches on God's heavenly kitchen floor, fighting over a lima bean.
We're just as boring as they are.
As the other.
Yeah.
We're just as boring as the other podcasts.
So, why not listen to us?
100%.
A Trump quote. What do you have to lose?
Yeah. What do you have to? That was.
Yeah, actually.
I will have to say,
culture in our complicated world.
Is that 10 minutes up? So we're done?
Throw that in because it was a good one.
Oh. I was going to say one of the highlights is we did interview a senator.
Congresswoman.
Yeah.
I mean, Congresswoman. What's the difference?
Yeah. So we got
term length is one
what?
Oh yeah, term limits.
difference. Senators are 6 years.
Oh.
Yeah.
Persons is it 2 years? Every 2 years they run?
I don't know.
Yeah. She was very nice, so I didn't turn the heat up as much as I wanted to, but
It was not.
Still...
She wanted to be on.
That's
our
right.
podcast.
Yes, she did. She would not leave us alone.
Because we obviously had a big enough platform to.
She said, "You guys are just as boring as the other podcasts. I'll be on your show."
100%.
Another thing that stood out for me was that everyone can tell if we're disorganized and unprepared. It's really hard to fake it on this medium. Because it's all,
unless you're a good gab artist, I'd say.
Yeah, I guess maybe speaking for myself, I felt like if I didn't have my ducks in a row and my talking points, I just couldn't improvise it and fake it.
Or it depends on the format of your show, I'd say. If your show has a different type of format where you're just talking, just having a conversation, then you could probably get away with some ill-prepared.
Yeah, because I don't know what you're talking about.
I got dressed down a number of times by a certain listener, but how bad our show was.
Who?
CB Actor Traveler, I think, had told us. Remember, he sat down and was like, "Here's the way."
Oh yeah. We had. Okay, I'm not going to say who it is, but we had a listener, a longtime listener, stop listening to us because of one of the topics that we presented, which still blows our minds.
It happens. You guys have any other reflections?
I would, as a recommendation, if you ever want to start a podcast or any kind of business endeavor, collaborate with someone who loves marketing. If you're that person, great. But otherwise, you should collaborate with someone who loves to market.
I agree. I ditto that.
None of us were very good at that.
Well, we had ideas that we would implement, sort of.
It's true.
Well, it's the thing is it's harder than you think to get results. And like we would do something and not see any results and be like, well, what the fuck? And we all three read different, this is what the experts do, and we would do it and nothing would happen, and we'd be like, all right, well,
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
I would say probably the biggest problem is just consistency for a very long time.
very long time.
Feel like
No, in terms of marketing, actually marketing, like
yeah.
doing a strategy and really pushing it consistently over months and even years.
Because that kind of brings me to my third reflection is that it is way more work than you think
That's true.
to do this. I mean, even setting up all of this, it was just hours and hours of work and prep. Even just
Yeah.
setting up the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, physically setting
Oh
up,
god.
not to mention just the pre-show preparation that we did, collaboration, the communication that we had amongst each other to set this up,
Yeah.
post-production,
Yeah.
I agree.
doing the audio.
I agree.
We don't
whatever else
even,
we're gonna
we
do.
actually don't even really edit audio. The only thing,
That's true. Well, I
Yeah.
would clip a few things and add in sound. We'll see how the sound sounds on this.
yeah, we'll see.
I'm
I'm going to leave this topic on a positive note. My two very favorite episodes, and I know you guys are going to agree with me, was the LA mukbang and then the Christopher Davis mukbang in Philadelphia.
Well, that was
They were
that wasn't in its own episode. That was the 300th episode, which is a phenomenal episode. They go to Unimaginary Friend YouTube and you can watch it all. It is visual. We went all over Philadelphia. That our 100th, 200th, and 300th episodes we went all out, and those
Yeah.
were really, really fun. Really, really, really well done, I think.
Well,
and then we have to give a hand to our producer Aaron McMurphy, Betty Davis Jr. for doing the 300th, because that's 100% almost all her. And Christopher Davis.
Yeah. When we started this, I originally had said that I was like, I just want to show up and do the show. And what I realized in this process is that I can't not be a producer. It is just in my veins. So I just I couldn't take the hat off. So for better or for worse, I don't know if it improved things but I just couldn't sit back. It was just part of my personality.
That's awesome. No, you do a good job.
Thank you.
One thing that relates to the marketing thing and is kind of a counterpoint to that is it's really fun to have super fans. And that's one thing we did develop is we had a number of super fans. So, and that's what was kind of frustrating about the marketing not taking off, I guess, is that we knew that there are people who love what we do because we had a few of them. So if you take 100 people who would listen to the show, like one or two would become super fans.
Yeah, we actually would mail us gifts, and still does, which is amazing. And she's just we call her an aunt, so our kids know her as Aunt. I'm not name, but she's literally become a member of the family, and it's only because we've connected on this podcast. We've never met in person, but we have
more gifts for our kids than I do.
We send mail to each other and cards, and so it's.
Yeah, she won't send me gifts.
David, do you have a point?
Wait, what?
Did you have a last point for lessons learned from podcasts?
Yeah, if you're in the Philadelphia area, don't forget to go to Urban Village and ask for Christopher Davis, because you will have a good fucking meal.
I will take that. Shall we?
Oh, Sam,
we still have time.
this. Oh.
So they seem so
I
quiet.
have the sound all the way
Yeah.
up, but
don't know
we're
why.
using a live stream platform that is a bit unfamiliar at the moment. This is we're gonna pop into our next segment now, and it's okay that we ended a little early. I think this is our cake report catch up. So one of the things that we became world famous doing was eating cake and talking about it, and we wanted to catch up on any cake news that we've had since we last podcasted.
In a year and a half, have we had cake?
Well, we have something special that we'd like to do. We had a guest, a beloved guest and super fan. We lovingly referred to her as Joanna Van Thinkythine. And we're on it was in November.
Sounds
the
accurate.
day after Thanksgiving. It was lovely. I'm gonna put up a picture right now of her wedding cake.
Oh wow.
Very, very classy, traditional, 4 tiers, bride and groom at the top, flowers, beautiful. But what?
It's surprising because Miss Thingy Throwing is not a totally traditional, conventional person.
Well, I'm not saying that the whole wedding was, but the cake, like, looks
Okay.
beautiful, traditional. One thing that I loved about what she did with her cake is that she boxed it up for you so you could take home.
Yeah, that was very cool.
So we filled a garbage bag. And we actually have her wedding cake.
Goodness.
We have her wedding cake right here.
Wow. Are these
Oh my God.
So we're gonna eat it. We're gonna do a cake report right now.
Yeah,
I've never hated anyone as much as I hate you both right now.
It
Yeah.
freeze this, so it's not. It hasn't just.
Oh my God.
But this looks
Yeah,
like
what?
vanilla frosting.
There's a little bit of pink on here.
Oh, a comment.
Hmm.
Oh, look at another. There's a super fan.
Oh wow.
So we'll describe the cake.
Cake is even after being frozen. This is extremely moist.
Mm-hmm.
The frosting is kind of light. It's not like a whipped cream frosting, but it's not super dense.
It's not super sweet either. It's like perfectly sweet.
I will say, for my taste, the frosting is a little too sweet.
Oh really?
The base of the
Too
cake
sweet.
is very fudgy and really
Yeah.
good. So I would give this a solid score for the cake part.
A solid score, like an 8 out of 10, a 4 out of 5.
For a chocolate cake, this is a 9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
I will say that at her wedding, we tried the vanilla,
Yeah.
and I don't want to just like say, hey, she's a fan, so I'm gonna talk up her cake. I didn't love the vanilla, but I love the chocolate.
Yeah.
So
All right. You said a phrase that I don't understand when people say it's too sweet. I don't know what that means. I've never experienced that.
yeah, it's something that's happened.
It's not too sweet.
Oh, actually, something that happened this past summer. I turned 40.
Oh
What?
my God.
I can't handle sugar as much as I used to. So, well, unless it's a really light frosting, I will usually just scrape off the frosting. Yeah, sorry.
All right. So you guys have to admit that old people are literally the worst, right?
I don't know if I can agree to that.
You just said that things are too sweet for you. Okay, be your 8-year-old self. And some 40-year-old woman says to you, Aaron, it's just too sweet. I'm going to scrape it off. You would think, God, she's so gross.
I would be like, yes, I can eat her frosting.
That's true. Give me your frosting. Give me your frosting.
I still sometimes eat her frosting.
Yeah, actually, Nathan does that. So it works out in our relationship.
All right, that is good then. Yeah.
It's really good.
It is good.
Okay, my cake report. Can you bring up my picture?
All right. You have to watch
So, for my 81st birthday, a friend surprised me with that cake. They went on Facebook, stole that picture, and gave me that cake.
Right. So it's David's face, and it says davidmonster.com. It's got a whole bunch of stuff on the border, and it says "Happy Birthday, Stupid" on it.
And it's not just my face; it's a beautiful picture of me, my heart glowing. It's you have to admit that's one of the most beautiful pictures you've ever seen in your life, right?
The classic David marketing picture.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It really made my day. I was shocked.
David, was it good?
Yes, it was. There was like cookie crumbs in it, and chocolate and fudge, and it was really good.
Is there any fruit stuff in it?
And what?
Anything fruit? Aaron's very anti-fruit.
No, there was no fruit. I'm not into, like, I will eat it if I have to, fruit and cake, but I'm not huge on it either. Yeah, I prefer the classics like fudge and stuff. Oh, and my face was edible. All that stuff was edible. It was like a fondant.
I just gave Nathan my frosting. This is true love.
That's incredible. I would marry you for the frosting.
We're interrupting this program with breaking news, bitch.
Gosh,
Breaking news?
wait, breaking news?
What's the breaking news?
Oh my goodness. It's the aerobatards.
What?
It's my.
It's the aerobatards.
I have a shocked face right now.
You don't know what the... let me just... Here's what the aerobatards
Okay.
are real quick.
Aerobatards. Finally, fitness has a brain.
It's not good enough to just be healthy. If you don't look good, they'll never know.
You can't be as good as we can be, but you can be the best that you can be.
Aerobatards is a scientifically proven and designed method of living your life at a level never before seen on this planet.
This is the Aerobitard way.
Wow. Okay, so that's sorry. Breaking news. It just came in. It just got telegraphed in that their TikTok page was taken down.
What?
And they said that they're being attacked because they're telling the truth that the industry doesn't want to get out.
Whoa.
They are truth tellers. They are.
Whoa, guys.
I mean, TikTok was just sold to an American company. There's that big trans, so that's probably has something to do with it.
Holy moly. That's shocking.
And you know the people who bought TikTok are not only friends and in business with Trump, but also Musk. Did you guys know that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why they started that whole ban TikTok thing, because they wanted to buy it. It there.
You know, like, the best thing you can do in like this is just give a lot of money to these people.
To Robotards, yeah. Give all your money to Robotards.
Yeah. So, wow.
Yeah.
All right. Anything about cake before we move on?
Cake is good.
It is.
I approve.
Scientology! This is our best year ever!
Have a flashback.
Okay.
Beautiful.
We are only doing Scientology because you people keep demanding it over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to run through. Oh, go ahead. What?
Just like for people that haven't listened to the show before, they should know that our podcasts were our most listened to podcast.
Yeah.
And David used to be a part of Scientology. He has.
Stop saying that.
Oh,
They have to know we're probably on some lists.
We
Probably
definitely-
half of those listeners of our most popular episodes were probably Scientologists.
Or ex-Scientologists, I'm sure.
Sorry, I just had a new friend.
Okay, my family got into it, and I got into it, and I've since been declared a suppressive person by the Church of Scientology because I told them it wasn't for me and that it was a cult. And it is a cult. Okay, I'm going to run through these things really fast because a lot of stuff has happened this year. Number one, my mother is afraid that my brother is dead because my brother is still in the Church of Scientology. So if you know him, let us know if he's dead or not, and then I'll tell my mom.
What's his name?
His name, don't say his full name because I don't want anyone to know my name.
Never
His
mind.
name is Donald. He was the president of WISE. If you're a Scientologist, you know what that is. It's this stupid businessman. Whatever. Who cares? Anyways, we'll go on to the next thing.
Yikes.
Number two, Danny Masterson conviction. We all know about that. He got convicted for of rape, and then he got sent to prison for 45 years.
Really? Was it
Oh yeah. Oh, he didn't report on that since that happened. Yeah, he got a 45-year sentence, and then he already tried an appeal, and that got denied. So they're going to try another appeal. His entire, I read somewhere, I don't know if this is true, but his entire lawyer staff were like, "Okay, we're done now," and then they stopped representing him.
Really?
Because there was overwhelming evidence. I talked to one of the Jane Does after it all happened. They had a bunch of witnesses on their side. He didn't present one witness. He's in a rape case. His only thing was, their only defense was it didn't happen. That's it. No witnesses, no nothing.
It's
They
hard.
had,
Yeah, I would imagine, not to like be pro-rapist, but it would be difficult in some situations to have evidence if it was just one person or two people in a room together, you know, and they're both saying the different thing happened. Like, how do you provide evidence?
I guess
well,
you could have
okay.
someone who talked to the victim, and the victim wasn't claiming rape.
Well, I could tell you exactly. Do you guys want to know exactly? It was things like leading up to it. Well, Danny Masterson was kind of, it seemed like it was premeditated because he, on a number of occasions, at least tried to get one of the Jane Does alone. And she's like, no, thanks, because she was a member of their friend group. And then she was supposed to meet her friend, which is Danny Masterson's personal assistant, at a restaurant. And when she gets there, the friend didn't show up. And she texted, oops, I can't come. So Danny's there with just her. So the Jane Doe, at least this Jane Doe, had witnesses saying what happened leading up to it and how they got together. So if Danny Masterson had any witnesses saying it didn't happen that way, he could have presented those witnesses, but he didn't have those even for the setup of everything. So there was a ton of evidence against him, just a mountain of evidence, including a write-up in his own words as to what happened, and he blamed it all on the victim. That's Scientology for you. His wife has since filed for divorce, which she said she would never do. The Church of Scientology declared him a suppressive person, which they said they would never do, but I think that they had to. What?
They declared him?
Yes. Well, they had to because he got convicted. But if he came out and if he made reparations and he had money, they would take him back. But they had to do that because they look really bad, because they kept saying, and they had 50 fucking Scientologists write letters to the judge saying, please don't sentence him. Please don't sentence him. And the judge said that this is egregious. This just looks so ridiculous because they've never had that before. And Ashton Kutcher, I don't know, did we talk about this? Anyways, well, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis wrote. We did talk about that? Okay, so you can go back and listen to our episode on that. There was a little bit of a cancellation of them, and I hope that it continues because Ashton Kutcher, in my opinion, is kind of a creep. And now they're involved in a civil suit against him, and I hope that they prevail somehow. But I think it's going to get kind of muddy because she's divorcing him, and his money's going other places, and it's just a whole, you know what I mean? Like, people do weird things with money when that's happening.
Yeah.
And speaking of TikTok, and this might be what happened to the Aerobitards, the attack on them, Scientology's now on TikTok in a big way because they're seeing that the kids are on there, so they want to get the kids, and you got to see it if you get a chance to get on there, because it's really like when your white parents get technology, and like it's really good in a really bad way. This was a bombshell to me. David Miscavige reached out to Charlie Kirk when he was alive and gave him a tour of their facilities, their base in Florida. And one of the top guys was dealing with Turning Point, which is Charlie Kirk's organization, trying to get them on board, trying to hook up with them. And another guy at the same time, this guy Grant Cardone, who's a big Scientologist and a big donator, was dealing with them, and also it keeps trying to get in good with the Trump administration, the Trump cabinet, wanting to like get in with them and get things going. He has some friends on there, so they might be doing some things. So we might be seeing something weird happening with the church in the next few years.
I have a question about, because he was extremely religious. And
Who was?
Charlie Kirk.
Oh yeah.
Extremely Christian. I don't know how he could help with another religion. How would that work?
Well, Scientology says they're not a religion to your face, and we're just a religious philosophy. Like, you can do that religion and you can do this too. They do that a lot. They do that a lot with a lot of other religions, trying to hook up with them, and then they'll take pictures and show them at their events. Like, we're here with Turning Point, and they're like, Charlie Kirk is really interested. Like, I'm sure at their events they were like, Charlie Kirk, Oh, they did. Some of the big Scientologists that dealt with Charlie Kirk passed around information that he said that one of their books saved his life, but none of the Charlie Kirk people are like, "What? He didn't even read that book. We don't know what you're talking about." So they do that. That's the kind of things they do. Is even if they don't get the person in, they show the pictures at their events and tell the Scientologists like, "Yay! Like these people are really on board." And anyways, and another thing that happened is that there was a tape leaked of David Miscavige admitting that the auditing sessions are recorded and saved.
Yeah.
Wow.
And this goes hand in hand with Marty Rathbun. Do you guys remember that name? We talked about him. He was David Miscavige's right-hand man, and he left. He was very vocal saying he was going to be disclosing some information. And another thing is that Marty Rathbun was personally assigned to Tom Cruise and was his auditor. And he was talking about Tom Cruise, and then bam, Scientology talked to him, and they came to some sort of financial agreement. And then Marty Rathbun stopped talking altogether, and no one talks to him anymore. He doesn't talk at all. So since that tape came out, because Tom Cruise did not know that his sessions were being recorded, so something interesting could happen there. The other thing is Tom Cruise is autistic.
What?
Okay, that's just a rumor. That's a rumor that I had heard a long time ago, and it's coming up. People are talking about it more because someone who dealt with him in Scientology said it, and because he acts autistic. They were saying it in a way at the time I heard it, and the person saying it now was like, he's autistic, he needs help. That's why he acts like such a. That's why I don't want to say anything because I'm not saying anything bad about autism, but that's why he's sort of musky. That's why Tom Cruise is musky. I mean, you have to admit, Tom Cruise is very musky.
Elon Muskie?
Yeah.
We have a live question. Wondering if you were in a cave.
Yeah. Are you in a cave? Are you living?
Yes, I am living in a cave. Why did they ask that?
I think it's a question.
Is it because of the lighting?
There you go. It's much better.
Does that help at all?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now I can't see. And also on sad news, well, I don't know if it's sad or not, but Mike Rinder, who was Leah Remini's co-host on The Aftermath, died January 5th, 2025.
Yeah,
he did
I remember
die.
him.
And Leah Remini had a court case, she was suing the church for something. And that's all.
That's a lot of updates, David. Thank you.
A lot of updates.
We got a confirmation. Gary Cave is because of your lighting.
The black hole of knowledge.
Uh-oh. It looks like we're going to be talking about AI.
Uh-oh.
AI?
Are we AI?
Are you ready? Because I'm about to go off.
Okay. I'm about to go off.
You're about to go off. I'm about to go off.
But you're leading this topic, so go ahead.
Okay. Aaron is going to try to fill your head with a lot of facts and research. And for the most part, everything she says is true. So I'm not going to talk about that when she gets to it. But I'm going to talk about the pros. First of all, I'm all in on AI. I just want you to plug me into AI. I don't want to have anything to do with the real world. AI is so much better than anything humans ever did. AI is my favorite thing that ever happened. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Come on, Aaron. Where else can you see cat hairdressers who are shampooing some stupid woman's hair and then they get mad at each other, get a fight on top of her? It's amazing. Or the cat waiters who are helping each other carry a big platter of food and then they drop it and get mad and get a fight on top of the food. It's the best thing ever. So I use AI in my promotional stuff, and it is the most gorgeous, beautiful artwork any human ever created. I heard it. So I would like to go to People's Exhibit A. You know what? I tried to send Exhibit A to Aaron, but Aaron deleted it in a range of AI protests. So I would like to go to People's Exhibit B, if I may. Huh?
Yeah, I don't have A.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you don't have A because you deleted it in a rage of AI protest.
I don't think that is the truth.
Okay, before we go to that, let's go to People's Exhibit C.
Bombshell by DavidMonster.com.
I create the most gorgeous and amazing things. I create these silhouettes of blonde bombshells, and that was Farah, her poster coming to life. And for me, let's do C before I talk about it. Let's do People's Exhibit C, which is the most, you have to admit, is the most beautiful thing you'll ever see. Go.
I think you mean D.
D, sorry.
That's beautiful.
It would cost me millions of dollars to do those things. Millions and millions of dollars, and they are the most beautiful things ever. I am currently learning how to do longer actual videos and stuff, and some of my videos on my other stuff are getting a lot of traction. And I would not be able to do them. It would take me hours and hours and hours. It takes me only like hours instead of hours and hours and hours. And it would cost me millions of dollars. AI Google has become amazing. AI Google has saved me so much time on finding information. And AI has actually solved some scientific problems that human beings have not been able to do. It's taken human beings millions of hours just to figure out that there is a problem. They've done things like protein folding, drug discovery for diseases like TB. They have actually come up with superbug immunities that they haven't been able to do before, and found mathematical singularities in fluid dynamics, and improved climate modeling and deciphering of ancient texts, which all of this will lead to accelerated solution of the climate problem, not only in the air and the water, accelerated space travel, eradication of most diseases we'll see in our lifetimes, ability to make and repair body parts like never before, accelerate the cloning of foods such as meats, so we don't have to torture animals anymore, and finally to make humans completely obsolete, which is probably the most, the greatest achievement AI could ever come up with. Also, there's another point I have to make, that they said that movies would take jobs away, and then sound would take jobs away, and then color would take jobs away, and then TV would take jobs away, and special effects would take jobs away, and CGI would take jobs away, and streaming would take jobs away, on and on and on and on, and now AI. And all those things actually created jobs. And I think that one of the points she's going to make is that it uses up a lot of natural resources. And I think you guys can all agree with me that the loss of the rainforest is absolutely worth cat waiter and cat hairdresser videos, right? They're nodding their heads. Yes, of course they agree with me.
Will I be on a budget? Is the question.
What?
Will I be able to space travel on a budget?
Yes, cheaper than you ever would before. Come on, get with it, people. And then, also, and hopefully the next step, because they're able to print things, like even it integrated with other technologies, like they're able to print parts, body parts that they weren't able to print before, and then with AI they can figure it out in a better way. And then hopefully, my hope is the next step will be matter replicators. Do you guys know what matter replicators are?
Is it something that replicates matter?
Yeah. Well, they'll just say like, make me a cheeseburger, or like, make me a mug with David's face on it. And it just makes it, which should lead to the end of world hunger and people being, better equality, but humans will find a way to exploit it and create an even greater divide between the classes, which that will happen, but it should do. So, Yeah. So in wrapping up, I just want to say that every point Aaron's going to make is true, but we can work on all of it because AI is worth it. All of those things can be figured out and fixed because every time humans make an advancement, there's always problems and trouble following, and it needs to be figured out.
Someone needs a 3D printed liver after tonight's Eagles game.
Yeah.
Which I can really.
Yeah. See, go on. You can do that on ChatGPT right now. Just go on. I need my liver, and then they'll print one out for you.
And
Or Grok. Please don't pay for Grok. Please don't. Grok. I have to admit, Grok is a really good AI system, but please do not pay for it. I beg you. Or ChatGPT. All right, go.
2 minutes and 30 seconds.
all right,
Oh no.
I'll just power through. I'll preface it by saying that I understand that there can be of good things. However, I think there's way more cons to pros, and we should get rid of it. I've been saying that since the beginning. No one's listening. Listen now. Energy consumption. So training and running all these AI models consumes a ton of electricity, greenhouse gas emissions, water. They require so much water for cooling and
It's true.
water supplies. It involves mining rare earth minerals, causing pollution, and a ton of e-waste. We talked a little bit about job displacement. That all day, but it definitely will. It's going to automate a ton of jobs and repetitive tasks. Increase inequality. So there's going to be benefits for people who afford AI, and then widen the divide with people that don't have access to it or can't afford to use it.
That's true.
AI is famous for producing inaccurate information. They call it hallucinations or errors, and people just trust it blindly, which has security risk.
That's true.
Very vulnerable to cyber attacks, data breaches. I think the biggest thing for me is that you can't trust anything you see online anymore. Anything.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
Um,
I'm for the con side, but that is true. I mean, I'm for the pro side, and she's for the con side, but that is true.
and then creative jobs and creative things that it's doing, music and movies, and AI doesn't have original thought or empathy or any sort of nuanced human understanding, and it's going to be taking over the.
Wait, are you arguing for it or against it by saying that?
Against it.
Oh, okay. Keep going.
Excessive dependence on AI can lead to reduced critical thinking, which is we can see EPS, which is not quite the same thing, but people just don't know how to, or they don't know their way around because they're just looking at a screen telling them what to do. And then just an overall loss of human connection. People are getting married to AI. They have their.
Thank you. That I can't tell if you're arguing against it now or not. That's all I want. So wait, Nathan, since you're in the middle, are you for AI now or against it?
Oh,
Well, we gotta acknowledge this comment about someone saying we look so beautiful and handsome.
oh, thank you.
Thank you. Who is that? Who said that?
Wondering if this podcast is real.
It's a good point. It
Or
could be all
AI.
AI generated.
Well, if we look that beautiful, it's probably AI.
That's probably AI. No, what? Wait, that insults us. Wait a minute. So wait, Nathan, so what do you think? Are you for AI or against AI now?
Really? Oh.
Sum it up for us,
Okay.
Nathan. We've gone early.
Both?
Well, I think the large language models, which are responsible for a lot of the environmental impacts, apparently those models suck compared to smaller models that exist. And the big companies who have invested in these large language models are they're just like buying time before they crash our economy because their product isn't as good as these smaller ones that should run better and more efficiently and don't take as much space. So that's something that's interesting. So our economy might crash. Those data centers will just become extinct, but we'll have little models that run and do all the amazing things that everyone agrees would be good. So oh my.
I don't know why that was the intro to the segment,
Yeah,
but this
I
is our Where Are They Now segment. So for fans of the show, we've had nearly 50, if not more, guests on the show We've lost track of some of them. We've reached out to a large majority of them just to see how people are doing.
I thought they reached out to us when they heard that we were doing a
Both
323rd episode.
both happened.
Yes, both happened.
Our-
But before you
Yeah.
before you start, can I just say that I forgot to reach out to the ukulele, but the ukulele is awesome. If you want to see awesomeness in action, just Google ukulele. She was our guest. She's my friend. Go.
All right. I think Nathan's going to share some. We couldn't possibly have enough room for everybody, but some of the folks, I think.
All right,
need
we
to
got
share
10
some
minutes.
updates.
So P.A. Wyckoff, update, being a writer sucks. Other writers suck. Reviewers suck. So now I write. Don't tell anyone about my work when it is released, which also sucks.
I want to give a shout out to P.A. Walkup. Check out his writing because it is really unique and interesting.
All right, Dr. Anna Banana. Since being on the podcast back in quarantine days, episode 232, I've continued helping people navigate mental health, just with a lot more nuance and a lot less sourdough. Watching your podcast go over the last 10 years has been both fun and functional, learning and laughing each episode along the way. Congrats, you two. Look forward to 10 more. Woo!
Two.
Yay. Oh, we're not talking.
Bobby Riley, episode 106.
By the way, he told me not to share this, but I'm going to share it anyway.
Hi, all. The industry died. None of you stopped supporting streamers that destroyed the industry, and you embraced AI, which is ending it. Also, this podcast rocks.
Oh.
So, yeah, the movie industry is an interesting place right now. Jim DiTillo. I'm still writing interactive fiction and have a new release coming February 5th. It will be the 4th part of Zombie Exodus
Nice.
Safe Haven, which we did a commercial for,
Yeah,
the
we
first
did.
one.
Mm-hmm.
It is 1.1 million words and took me almost 4 years to develop.
Whoa.
His website is gamesbygimd.com. Personally, I've been married for almost 13 years. We went to his wedding, and we are going to start fostering.
Yes.
We are hoping to foster our first child in February.
That's amazing.
That is amazing.
That is amazing. Can I just chime in really fast? I wrote a 300,000 word game with him, and that took a lot, and it was incredible. Like, to think of writing a 1.1 million word game would be like writing 20 novels. Like, it's an amazing feat. It's out of control and crazy.
He works constantly. He has one other thing to say. I miss you guys. You have such unique perspectives and backgrounds. And with the way the U.S. is changing, I miss hearing you three discuss current events. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
No other podcast has the same level of authenticity. Maybe that's what
That right.
show is missing. Authenticity.
Yeah, because we're just equally as boring, but we're more authentic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Vincent, I agree with David now. Human beings are like cockroaches on God's heavenly kitchen floor fighting over a lima bean.
Bomb.
Aw. Thank you, Mrs. Von Edmondson Jr.
Mom Shelby
Which is my mom.
got married.
She got married.
Wow.
But not just she got married to
A
Her
person.
husband.
no, she got married to another guest that she met on our podcast, the bird expert from another episode. I forgot what episode, but
Yep.
Bringing
Yeah.
people together.
Aw.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
Kyle McCauley sent a voice note. Impressed that we've kept this going. Thank you. Joey Chait, currently a director at an adolescent treatment center for teens suffering from mental health issues and substance abuse. He's now married to the love of his life, the most. It's a full circle moment for him, coming from the cult of Scientology, to people and their mental issues, to actually being part that they are actually helping people. And his boss is a psychiatrist. So take that, Scientology.
There was a
wow.
so awesome on many levels. I have a feeling that's for Jim DiTillo.
Yeah, I think so. All right, Matt Hirschfield, happy 10 years to the Unimaginary podcast. You're pushing the envelope and introducing us to the coolest from all walks of life. Congratulations. And then Tommy Wakefield, a comedian, stand-up comedian. Whoa, congrats on 10 years. And then Gus.
Dr. Gus, he was on the show a few times, and I'm pretty sure he won an award for
think
best
so.
guest.
I think so. Over the last few years, spiritually and horizontally, I still love my family. I still love my Eagles, but I've fallen out of love with gluten.
Ooh.
Things are complicated with crypto, but if you bought Bitcoin with Crypto Gus, when Crypto Gus was on the podcast, you would be up 125%. Just saying. Sending much love to the three knuckleheads in your families, including David's mom. Congrats on 10 years of laughs, serious discussion, sharing, and technical difficulties.
Aw.
Wow.
We don't do those anymore because we are so
That's right.
professional.
Jen Curcio, congrats. I saw that. Amazing. Thanks for thinking of me. Michael Hammersley. Wow, big congratulations. 10 years is wild. Michael Krolik, who was our first guest.
Our first guest ever, yeah.
He was honored to do an interview back in the early days with you regarding my Star Trek experiences, which I thoroughly enjoyed. My wishes to you and David and Aaron to continue to come from another sort of kind of planetary trip to infinity and beyond.
Because he was not a neuroscientist, but a astronaut scientist.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
Astrophysicist?
Astrophysicist, thank you.
Oh, okay.
Could not think of the word.
Yosef Sagi. Congrats on 10 years. I talk less about cults and more about sex.
Ooh.
I work in the world of sacred sexuality and
Oh my God.
He does one-on-one work as a daddy dom.
Woo.
Tantric
Oh my God.
couples intimacy. He has workshops, play shops, and kinky classroom and pleasure play.
Ooh.
He holds
Wow.
something called the Mystery Temple, which is a personal development workshop every 2 months in LA's biggest play party, aka sex party.
Woo.
It's every other month
Wow.
in LA, and it's at a hidden place. You have to find out where it is. And his website is somananda.org.
Yeah.
All right. Rich Finley Shimon. Congrats on 10 years. You might remember Rich. He's had some bad luck. He was in a car accident. He was on our show because he was in a car accident where he was rear-ended. He was recently diagnosed with permanent and progressive brain damage in October of 2024 with new brain scans in September of 2025 confirming the progression.
Ah.
He fell
Oh my
down
God, I'm so sorry.
a shopping center in LA, which has already taken responsibility, and now they're just agreeing on compensation, hopefully by August.
Jeez.
Said that he had 10 brain bleeds. So August 26, 2026 is the trial date.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God. That's horrible. I'm so sorry.
The video on his Facebook shows like an animation of the fall, and the step like broke away when he stepped on it, and then he fell and hit the back of his
Oh,
head
my
on the
gosh.
steps. But I think he's having a little bit of a hard time right now. So if you want to donate until he gets his settlement in August, he needs a little help.
Yeah, so maybe like take half of what you were going to give to the Robotards and throw it towards Rich.
Yikes. Okay.
Simpson.
Sheesh.
Currently, she's a staff writer for the Story Pirates podcast. So if you have any kids, check it out.
Check it out. I think we have some kids somewhere.
Our friend Paul Jones, he was a priest at one point back in the day.
Former.
He discovered a new cooking partner, which is AI. They came up with a chicken and the ingredients he had on hand. So he talked to AI, and they came up with a little thing to cook. He'll be 86 in February. And he said, my life is about exploring new territory. And if you find a partner, you are blessed.
I will say he travels more than anyone.
He's going to Mexico for 3 months.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kelly Vroman, she had a couple kids. She has this, if you go to her social media, she has this really successful series where she's dramatically acting out the things her young kids say. So you can check her out on the socials at Kelly Vrooms, Vrooms. Kyle Rel has no time to deal with us because he's touring stand-up, has just had a baby.
He had a baby. Good for him.
Wow.
Just had a baby.
We have one more important update.
Oh no, I'm just gonna put it up on the screen because I was just impressed that person took the time to. Okay, let me get this comment off the screen. Okay, so this is from it says, "Dear podcasters, I've been on the show twice. Hold on a second, Santa here. I hate to say it, but I've been checking my list, checking it twice, and frankly, this podcast has been on the naughty list.
Oh no!
You see, up at the North Pole, we run a pretty tight ship. The reindeer show up on time. The elves hit their deadlines. But this podcast, it's been popping in and out of existence like Bigfoot on a blurry camera. We had months. This was my monthly escape from Mrs. Claus. When Santa gets grumpy, things happen. Which, warning, if this podcast doesn't tighten up its schedule, start delivering more episodes, and show the kind of commitment I expect from a sleigh team in December, think next Christmas, everyone involved may find something very special in their stocking. And by special, I mean cat poop. So let's turn this around, bring the heat, give us some more love. Make this podcast shine. Do that, and you'll be back on the nice list in no time. Fail? And well, litter boxes exist for a reason. Ho, Santa Claus.
Wow.
We've had Santa on the podcast twice.
Yeah.
and sounds like he's pretty pissed at us.
We got threatened by Santa Claus.
We have to answer this question before we move on. David, we did ask David to reach out to his mom for an update.
Well, she'll be turning 105 this year. She's out of her ever-loving mind. If you talk to her, she just rambles on and on and on. And she's worried that her son might be dead. She moved to North Carolina. Did I already talk about that before?
No,
she moved to North Carolina. Actually, she moved to North Carolina, Topsail Beach. And I found out that it's on the top 10 list of shark attacks in the United States. So I keep encouraging her to go swimming, but for some reason...
God's a deck.
It cuts off the beginning. Anyway.
I don't know.
All right. Well, sorry, Miss Monster. Hope you don't get eaten by a shark. We're on to our next segment. This one I'm particularly excited about. What?
Bring your hopes down a few notches, but go ahead.
If you don't know, David is now a top-tier stand-up comedian. We are now transporting ourselves into a comedy club. So pretend like you're in the audience, close your eyes, smell the chicken tenders and booze from the night before. Are you there?
Yep.
Okay, how about a round of applause for our first 6 topics? Woo! You guys are a great crowd tonight. Are you ready for some more laughs?
Yeah.
Hey, your next topic will come from a very talented up-and-coming stand-up comedian you've seen for the last 10 years on the Unimaginary Friendcast. You may also recognize him from Aerobitards, Boxes, and dozens of smut novels. Start clapping now for David Monster, who's going to give us a tight 5.
Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, everyone. Yes, I am davidmonster.com. That is my God-given name. First of all, I'm not doing as much stand-up as I am doing other kind of comedy shows. I am the foremost comedy show person in Los Angeles right now. I just want to say, I'm reading my stand-up comedy act, by the way. I always want to say something that is very that resonates with you and sticks with you forever. But because I want to say something meaningful, but I also want to make you laugh. So what is my topic tonight that is of great interest to everyone? Have you ever noticed how people who are really into astrology talk like racists? Anybody?
No.
Wait, someone rewrote my ads. We'll get to that. Anybody here really into astrology? Anybody? That's fine. Don't worry about it. Well, people who are really into astrology say things like, well, he's a Gemini and I'm a Gemini, so we just get each other. The other signs are just like off. Like you've heard people say that, correct?
Yeah.
Woo! What if we just take one of those words and change it? Well, I'm white and he's white, so we just get each other. You know what I mean? Like the other races are just off. Like there's something wrong with all the other races. You know what I mean? How are we feeling about astrology right now?
Boo.
I know, right? If we had an astrology expert, we'd ask them, but we don't have any tonight. And then another one I've heard all of these, by the way. These aren't things I made up. Well, I just don't get along with Taurus men. They're stubborn, they're aggressive, and they think they're alpha, but they're really dumb. Okay, So just at random, off the top of my head, I'm going to change the word Taurus to another word, and we're going to see what happens. Are you guys ready?
Woohoo!
I just don't get along with black men. They're stubborn and they're aggressive and they think they're alpha, but they're dumb. Whoa. Right? I felt everyone's ass clench on that one. And here's one that I've heard personally a lot, because you'll see why. Oh my God, you're Virgo? You must be really picky and critical and like a nightmare in relationships. And like nothing is ever good enough for you, right? Like you just complain about everything, right? Okay. So without thinking, just randomly, I'm going to change the word Virgo to something else. Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Oh my God, you're Jewish? Oh my God, you're like a perfectionist and nothing is ever good enough for you and you complain about everything and you're a nightmare in relationships, right? I want to thank you for being such a great audience. Astrologists, when I say these kind of things, they're always like, oh my God, you just don't get the science, David. You just don't get the science. So let's talk about the science, shall we? The stars on your chart aren't even stars, really. We've found out that they're galaxies and other crap. And those stars that were there are millions of miles away from where they were charted. You know what? I'm just going to end it here. Because this is really hard. But basically, wait, I'm going to, wait, we're going to go to,
Stars.
I want to compliment people who are in astrology before I leave, because astrologists always have an exit strategy. They're basically like Donald Trump. There's always an excuse. If I don't act like a Virgo, they always say, oh my God, David, your Mercury is in retrograde and my moon is in Uranus. Thank you very much. There's a lot more, but this is difficult to do on whatever.
So we gave you the absolute worst possible setting to do that. Thank you for humoring us. That was my idea.
But it's better if I have people to talk to, because if I talk to them and I'm like, oh yeah, because one lady was like, oh my God, I'm into astrology, and they just really get into it. And I really talk astrology down because astrology is bullshit. But people come up to me and mob me after, and they're like, oh my God, so you're into astrology? Oh my God, I'm this and I'm that and I'm whatever. And anyway, but I'm less of a stand-up comedian and more the number one comedic performer in the city currently right now.
Stars, legends, celebrity,
red carpet,
casting couch,
oxen,
fortune,
nudity,
shattered dreams,
champagne,
pills,
blowjobs.
Welcome to Hollywood.
That was just to honor David's set. We're not quite done yet.
Thank you. Do we have any questions from the audience?
Well, I just wanted to share that you've been telling us how you've been really into improv and stand-up now, and the worst part about living 3,000 miles away is that we can't see you perform. So I begged him to do a small set online. Thank you for humoring us and doing that.
I wish you were here, because some of the more amazing things I've done, like, I hate to say this, and I know that, but whatever. Yeah, I've been really getting into improv mostly because I do it and people ask me to do more stuff, which it's such an amazing community. And they're like, oh my God, you're amazing. Will you come do this show? And I got to do, and I don't know if Nathan didn't know this person, but people here, when I mention this person, they go, oh my God, is a woman named Jenny Siegel. And she's amazing. And I've gotten to do a couple of duo performances with her. And it's been like, Nathan, okay, Aaron, you can tune out for a minute. But Nathan, you know when you're on stage with someone and you're just really clicking and you just feel energy flowing through you, and you even start to vibrate because it's just electric, and you can't hit a false note. Like you're just, and even when you get off, you're like, oh my God, that was amazing. It was like something surged through me and it just clicked.
Yeah, that's great.
That is my experience with this woman, and she's amazing. And I wish you guys could come see that.
Well, you got a comment. Yay, love David Monster. I'm his #1 fan.
Oh my God. Well,
Okay.
thank you. That was Nurse Sandy.
Some love here for your mom too.
That's my mom?
Oh, for your mom.
Oh. Well, her son's dead, so.
All right, David. Thank you.
Hi, I'm misunderstood.
Oh my God.
Oh, I guess we're moving on to topic number 8. We're nearing the end here.
Oh my goodness.
Can I interrupt before you guys go on with this? Can I just ask one question? Can you guys finally admit that if someone decides to be a parent and raise children, that they're a little bit of a serial killer and or a psychopath?
No.
That they're a little bit out of their fucking white minds?
You should ask.
Go.
Done with this topic. So this topic is called Married with Children. If you don't know, you're new to our friendship. Nathan and I got married and we had 2 children. They are currently age 2 and 4. So this is if we're reflecting on 10 years, the last 5 years, so half of that time has been in this new reality. So how's it been going? Anything we've learned? Anything we want to share? Do you want to just shoot back and forth? Or you want
Yeah,
me to go
sure.
first?
That sounds good. We can do back and forth.
First one I wanted to share is that we'll see your worst qualities and mistakes mirrored back through your kids. So in your worst moments, how you behave, they will then do it in an inopportune time.
Wait, what? Can you give us one example?
Yeah. So sometimes when I get really frustrated, I'll threaten to leave. I'll be like, okay, well, if you're not going to listen, I'm just going to go. I'm just like, you can stay here. I'm going to go get ready for bed. I see her do that to her little brother or to her friends. So she's like, well, I'm just going to leave. I'm going to leave you. And I'm like, oh, the way to handle a situation when you're getting really frustrated. So that was just one example.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
I've learned a lot of things. The first one is, for the most part, your personality is baked in. We have 2 children and they're just so completely different. And you see it very early on how they react to everything. So of course there's nature and nurture, but so much of your personality is just innate and it's pretty awesome to watch.
Yeah. If you want to be productive, have very, very low expectations for that productivity.
You mean outside of dealing with your kids, right?
Anything. If you want to get things done around the house,
Yeah.
if you want to get ahead on a work project, if you want to start a project, anything you want to do for yourself.
Low expectations.
Yeah. You're going to be able to do maybe a fraction of what you think you're going to be able to do. You got to be okay.
So this a lot of parents do this. I've talked to people who have this. So you'll start, when you have kids, you start having visions of catastrophic injuries that could happen to your kid. You walk past something that could injure them or whatever. But those visions are there to keep you on your toes so that you keep your kids safe. So they're there for a reason. You just have to learn to see them and let them go and not stew on them. Because if you stew on them, you'll be upset. But you just got to let them flash, be a little safer, and you're good to go.
Yeah. This one I feel like everyone says, so it might be overkill, but it's so true that the days are long and the years are fast. It is so true when you have little kids. You want nothing more in a day for bedtime to come. And then you can do something for yourself. But then another birthday rolls around and you're like, no, don't get any older. And it just goes, even though it's so hard and the days are so long.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's just like this weird time warp. I don't get it.
Yeah, this relates. Nothing seems to be changing when you're looking at them. Then one day they're suddenly a little bit bigger and older looking. So they're just the same every day. And then suddenly you're like, wait a minute, you're like taller. Your torso's longer. Wait, you're like a little girl now, not a baby.
Yeah, I noticed when we have a digital frame that'll scroll through photos. We have a whole hundreds of them on there. And then all of a sudden you'll see a photo that was kind of recent and they're like, wow, they look really young.
Yeah.
That was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Shit. Spending time, as much time as possible, is our top priority. I personally, as much as I think you all know that I love to travel, I'm not interested in doing trips that don't involve them right now. Even if it means just not doing things or traveling in ways that I wouldn't normally. We've done a couple big resorts and things like that because it's just takes care of a lot of stress. And those have been great. So it just could change the way I just want to spend as much time with them as possible.
Yeah. If they're constipated, kiwis and smoothies. You don't have to follow the advice of the doctor who's going to put them on Miralax for a year. Just give them some kiwis and some smoothies. What
kind of smoothies?
Yeah, whatever. Something fruity.
Fruit and juice. And,
yeah.
Yeah. We I won't get into that, but works. It's weird in parenthood that you will find just as, as an adult, you want to go and do a fun thing and experience that fun for yourself. But as a parent, you will have just as much fun just watching your kid do something they enjoy. Even if you're just sitting there, it will be just as much fun of an experience as if you were like going skiing or, doing like some thrill ride. It's just a weird, bizarre thing. Like I will just take them to a thing and just like find a ton of joy in watching them have fun.
Speaking of fun and enjoyable things, when you wipe their butt, use the diaper to wipe the crap off of their butt first before you start.
Ew.
So you can smooth off a lot. I'll do the diaper
the
and then you can get a big smear of poop off with.
Just God! Can't you just put them outside and just
hose
let
them
nature take its course?
I have taken them outside at various times and hose off their butts.
That's true.
I didn't say it was a great parent. I cannot parent without reasonable sleep. I can't do the job.
Yeah.
How do you get reasonable sleep? Because you have a couple of maniacs living in your house with you.
Well, to be honest, Nathan's taken a big brunt of that for me.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
35 years in the last 2 years with the amount of sleep I do not get. Get them outside. They need to run around just like puppies. They're just like little balls of energy, and they have to sprint for a while.
Yeah, phones and technology have completely changed parenting, and they're always watching what you do on all of these things.
Yeah, that's true. If you have 2 kids, the second will be a dress-up doll for the first.
Yeah.
Really? That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
If you care at all about healthy eating and nutrition, the entire system is set up against you. Finding a balance between like whole non-toxic food and drink, and the other extreme, just never doing anything and being a hermit, is extremely challenging. Like it's just there's every opportunity. There's like a whole bunch of shit for them to eat and drink.
It's true. Our food in America is so horrible. It's just so horrible.
Party every other day.
Yeah.
There's like parties at school and things on the weekend, and like just gonna like funnel shit into their bodies.
Sugar.
And unless you do nothing, you can't control it.
Yeah. If your kids are lucky enough to have their grandparents around or a grandparent, the grandparents are going to love them just as much as they love leaving you to handle all the challenging kid stuff.
I just want to chime in here. Unless you have grandparents who are fucking assholes like I did, but go ahead.
Your patience is going to be stretched thin various times throughout the day. If you can take shifts to recharge, that is awesome. Because if I'm with the kids for too long and Nathan comes up on a break from work, I'm snapping best self. But he's like, oh, I haven't seen them in 3 hours, and he's like so loving and sweet. And then vice versa. If I can tell he's like stretched thin, but I haven't been around them for a while, I can like deal with some shit for a little bit. So that's a lifesaver a bit if you can manage that.
Yeah, it's like tag team wrestling.
So is it true that the statement I made on another podcast that sometimes it takes more to raise a child than you have to give that day?
Yes.
Sure.
Okay,
All right, sleep is gonna suck.
Uh-oh.
One point or another.
But making people is pretty awesome.
And finally, it's worth it.
Aww.
Take a deep breath. Relax. This is all about health, self.
That was can be.
I think that was the end. I think it's good.
I have a question from the audience. Do the kids know how to clean up the cat puke? Not
No,
yet.
no.
Ew, get rid of it.
They know how to freak out about it and be
Perfect.
really upset when they see it.
David, any other thoughts? I know that you think that we're monsters for
Having
procreating.
children.
Oh, no, it's a wonderful and amazing thing, but you have to admit that there sometimes where you're like, oh my God, this is psycho. What we're doing is psychotic. And then you're like, okay, I'm going back. It's like you said, like sometimes you're pushed to your limit where you can't take it anymore. And it's great that you guys think about these things, because I grew up in a time when parents are like, we're just gonna fucking hit everybody and fucking beat the shit out of them and yell at them and tell them that they're fucking like an idiot. My dad would call me an idiot, and my mom was just mad. My mom was mad the whole time, and my dad was mad the whole time. But it's good that you guys are thinking like, maybe we don't want to do it. Maybe we want to treat our children differently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we're trying, but like, you're just like constantly messing up.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
Someone once told me that it's not like if you're going to screw your kid up, it's how you're going to screw your kid up.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my God.
Oh, that does take us into topic number.
All right. What's topic number 9?
That is the next 10 years.
Oh.
Back in the last decade, and this is setting our sights forward, what's to come, any predictions, goals. It can be personal, it can be for the world. I think we each have a few. We can just rotate.
Yeah. Should we rotate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll start. Just these are personally, because I have personally for the world and for the podcast. And I'd like to buy a house. Actually invest in some real estate. We just towed away our second car, so replacing that car. Continuing on with all the wacky career path that I've chosen, and just continuing to prioritize flexible schedule and family and income. So it's not that exciting, but that's just the reality of it. Who's next?
I'll go next. My hair will...
Oh no!
Whoa!
We've got
Mary Drader,
Mrs. Monster on the show.
What?
Thank you for arguing on your behalf that she's not mad.
Wait, did she say she's not mad? Maybe you're not mad all the time now, but when we were growing up, you and come on, you have to admit, crazy lady, there was a lot of anger in that house. Just, I told you guys, her two biggest catchphrases were, God damn it, what's going on in there? We're trying to get dinner started. And the other one was, do you want to get hit? Is that what you want?
David, any future predictions? Or
wait, we didn't hear Nathan's. It got cut off.
My hair will get grayer, but there will be less of it.
Oh, so there's a bright side.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Ew, bald people are the worst. Don't lose your hair. I don't know. I was an Asian presenting child, and now I'm a white presenting male. Hopefully, I will morph into the next most problematic thing, like a billionaire. Let's go there.
I hope you do.
There's a whole happening between Gus. Oh my God! Hi, Miss David's mom, and then David's mom going, really?
Wait, did they meet? Mom, did you ever meet Dr. Gus? Mom, you're fine. It was a happy childhood. Everything was wonderful. My father was loving and supportive. I could go into it if you want me to, because actually, all right, I won't go into it on this podcast, but my mom revealed something shocking last time I saw her about my upbringing and my grandmother and my father. But you're right, Mom. It was a totally loving household, and everyone was supportive, and everyone treated me like I belonged. My mom says, no, don't go into that.
Grateful that we have Mrs. Monster on the show listening. Thank you, and for participating. It's great to have you. Gus said, yes, we've met, and she was lovely. Okay.
Aw, Mom, you have a fan. Dr. Gus thinks you're a lovely, lovely young lady.
Thinks she's a lovely person. She's been on the show.
3.
We met in
I want to ask my mom. Okay, there is something I want to ask my mom, because I was asked to do this artivism piece last night because I was an Asian presenting child, but now I'm a white presenting man. Mom, how come you're still Asian presenting and I turned white?
I'm gonna move on to my next thing. This is more for the world. I do think, from the bottom of my heart, that Donald Trump will nearly destroy us all. Midterms will sweep blue. The next president will be blue, and those changes can start out of the we're in, but his damage will be seen for decades.
Oh, that's nice.
All right. Mine is for 10 years from now, that will be on year 7 of our 20+ year apology tour to the rest of the world. Other countries will still think we're stupid.
And boring.
Yeah. I will say that, yeah, Trump, because in every other country, America is the foremost country for some reason. I think it's because of our entertainment. But when you go to other countries, there's a lot of stupid fucking assholes like running those countries too. Like not every country has an amazingly, there's only like 3 countries in the world that have like a decent government. Like a lot of other countries have shitty ass governments. I will say that Trump is top 3 right now with Putin and Kimberly Jong-il or Un or whatever. And whoever's running fucking China and some of the shitheads in the Arab countries. My thing is Trump will not suffer any repercussions. The Democrats will benefit from his insane amassing of power by design. The next president will probably be blue, but he'll do stupid shit just like Biden did. No, there will not be relief from our troubles until there is a revolution of some kind where Democrats and Republicans lose power, and it'll keep going on until we, the people, take control of our government. The government is out of we, the people's hands. It is in the government's hands, and they don't give a shit about us. And the pendulum will keep swinging. I've been alive for 81 years now, and the pendulum just keeps swinging back and forth. We will have in your maybe not in my lifetime, but in your lifetime, there will be someone worse than Donald Trump, because they keep getting worse. Nixon was horrible, and everybody couldn't believe it. Donald Trump is light years away from Nixon, and Reagan did some bad things, and Jimmy Carter did bad things, even though he was a good person afterwards. You guys are going to see some shit in your lifetime. Like there's not going to be a Democrat in office after Trump leaves, and then everything's going to be fine. Like that pendulum's going to keep swinging, ladies and gentlemen. And you can ask your mom. Is your mom in the audience? Can you find your mom in the studio audience there, Aaron?
The row in front of her,
it's
barely
dark.
see her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, does the pendulum swing back and forth, and do we see shitty people in office?
The pendulum keeps swinging further and further is the crazy part.
Yeah, it sure does.
All right, let's move on.
I have a really boring prediction for our podcast.
Okay, go ahead. What?
Is that we will meet periodically as fans demand and solve the world's problems as needed.
Perfect. So I said that if you're lucky, everyone hearing this right now will look back to today in 10 years and wish they were this young, fit, and hot.
Ooh.
That's true. I know in the next 10 years I'll be in my 90s. 90s. Not the 90s, but in my 90s. My last thing is, I don't know, sit back and watch the Robotards take over the world.
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah. Could America survive under a triumvirate? Could the Robotards run the world as a triumvirate?
I don't know what that means.
A triumvirate just is in Rome. There were three leaders at one point.
Oh, okay.
So
Semi-celebrity slap fight.
I was gonna answer that, but we just got pushed onto my topic. I'm so sorry.
This is
how good we have fans in the audience. Go.
What topic?
We do. I think we should do some. There's so many here, but I think we should just do a few of the ones that were sent in advance, and if there's any from anyone that's live.
And this is our fan Q&A.
Yeah, so if you're listening, write in right now. You can comment right now, and we will answer your question. So feverishly write it. I know Dr. Gus is listening, and Mrs. Monster is listening. So write your questions, and Nurse Sandy is listening. Write your questions too. Ready? Go.
For our live studio audience as well.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Okay, Nathan. This is for Nathan. Why are you so tall? You look so much bigger in person. Could you imagine Tom Cruise with a team standing next to you?
They say to never meet your heroes, right? Isn't that a saying? And this is one of the reasons why I'm anxious or a little worried to meet Tom Cruise, because I would be 6 or more inches taller than him.
7.
7, he'd be this tiny little guy. Tall mother. Well, she would have been tall. So.
Nice.
Will you do me a favor if you ever meet him, Nathan?
Yeah.
Will you pat him on the head?
No, I'll probably get punched in the nads.
I know he'll punch you in the ankle. You come out. You All right, continue.
Okay, there's one for me. How does it feel carrying the show for so many years? How has it affected your personal life? I take umbrage with this question.
Why?
I guess carrying the show doesn't feel real, because I feel like I'm the least interesting person of this trio. I guess maybe from the back end that could be partially true.
Excuse
I'm
me?
like,
She's constantly trying to give it to us from the back end.
I suppose maybe that's from the like producerial point of view, like getting everything organized and trying to whip us all into shape. It's affected my personal life. It's destroyed my personal life. I've never.
Wait, if you're the least interesting, who's the most interesting?
You. You kidding me?
Am I? All right.
Yeah.
True.
I'm just a standard white guy.
Just a white presenting gentleman.
David, there's one for you too. Every time you say bitch, you say it with such passion and vitriol. I want to know whose face are you picturing every time you say it.
I know who this question is from, and this is hilarious because I know exactly who he's talking about. I actually did a podcast where this person who asked this question a long time ago, when podcasts first started, we did one called LCD, and then I think it changed to Dinner Date. And we did it with this woman who just was she was a piece of work. Like, she would make a Karen cry. So he's asking if I'm picturing her face. And I guess, you know what? I'm free of her now. I don't picture her face anymore. But maybe I will. Bitch. Yeah, that was nice.
All right, this is for all three of us. We can answer this. If you could have any superpower, but it only lasts for 24 hours, what would you pick and why?
I know. You guys go first because I know I have the best answer ever.
I don't know if this is the best answer, but I think this is what I want most out of life, even if it's just for 24 hours, is the ability to teleport anywhere. I would visit like hundreds of places in 24 hours. And I'd like pop in and say hi, like give somebody a hug that I miss, I haven't seen in a while. I think that'd be awesome.
That's pretty good. Mine kind of steals that a little bit. The first thing that popped to mind is to be able to fly like Superman. So that includes the speed, which is practically teleportation, and also the imperviousness. So I could fly through things and there would be no, oh, it's too cold here, or it's too hot here, or I can't fly through a mountain if I want to, that sort of thing.
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that. But Aaron stole mine because I would teleport. First, I would teleport and get a whole bunch of stuff. and that's worth stuff so that like it benefits you after the 24 hours. And then I would go shopping and visiting places and stuff.
Nice.
That's teleportation would be amazing. And one of the things I would do is teleport, and I can't say because I think it's against the law to say this, but I'm going to say it. There are certain people I would teleport to, grab and teleport above the earth and drop them.
Wow.
Is it like when I wanted to send Kourtney Kardashian into the sun? Or Kim?
Don't send them anymore because they are awful girls, but they do a lot. They do a lot of, I didn't know this, but they do a lot of
Twitter. All right.
What it's called.
Or so many questions.
We have to get through a few of them if we can.
What is
either of our kids?
Well, we're not religious, so we don't do that sort of thing.
Nope.
I don't think they would. You guys, if you could, you wouldn't you have your brothers and sisters do it?
Yes.
Probably.
Not me. They don't want me.
David, do you have any pets?
Right now I don't, unfortunately. I want some. I miss them. I love dogs and cats and squirrels and everything, and unfortunately now I don't have any, and it's very sad.
Which kid is the favorite of Aaron and Nathan?
We did decide if there was ever a moment where you had to choose, we would choose one.
What?
Like there's a Sophie's Choice moment.
Oh my God, you guys talked about this?
We're talking
You don't
about
remember
this.
talking about that?
No.
Well, I think it's gone out the window because I think it's impossible to choose.
Wait, who would you choose if you had to? They're asking.
I think it was like a few months into
remember.
personality list.
Oh
Child.
God. Okay. I think.
Oh my God.
Maybe out the window if we had to.
Oh my God. That's horrible.
That was a point anti-Julian. But I will say right now, not that I have a favorite. However, the age 2 is really great. They say terrible twos, but it's like such a cute age because they talk and they have their little words and their little language. 4 is a pain in the ass.
It's tough.
Not
Does
saying
she ask questions about everything?
maybe have a favorite age because like 2's
Yeah,
great.
2's great because they still sound so innocent and they're starting to get language, so you're having more communication. It's really cool.
Yeah, he's the little guy. He's cool. Is Chris still making banging food? He sure is. He still
Absolutely.
is the executive chef at Urban Village. Philly?
Urban Village in Philly. God, it was so good. That was one of my favorite days. That food he made us so much food and it was amazing, wasn't it? You guys? And then not only that, my favorite thing about the three of us is that we are totally animals who are out of control. Not only did we eat like crazy people at the restaurant, but we scooped it all up, stuck it in a box, drove home full, complaining about how full we are, and busted the boxes open and then just like licked them clean. Like,
Yeah.
it
And
was,
I think I wanted to order pizza after that. And you got mad.
I want to do it again. Call Chris. I'm on my way. We want free food and we want it now.
He also, a bunch of folks surprised me for my 40th over the summer and he catered it. He just made
Ah,
Amazing.
awesome. So great.
that's so cool. He's the best. Chris is my favorite person ever in the world.
Yeah. He's pretty great. Okay, we have another one. Do you think our two-party system will ever change for the better?
Those two parties won't. I think if we get a third, we need a third and a fourth. I think things will get a little bit better, but we need to take away if we took away power from those two parties and it dispersed out to the people more. The people need more power and we need to figure out a way to get involved. It's very difficult. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I think there were 3 or 4 parties, and then we did rank voting, where you like rank the vote, and if that person doesn't get it, the next one gets it. So that would change a lot of. That would incentivize things differently.
Yeah, I don't think that. I don't think we can get far beyond where we are with the two parties.
Yeah, no. The thing that infuriates me though is there is a big divide in both parties. I wish they would just both split, but the Republicans are terrified to split because then they think they'll never get anything ever again, which is probably true. But the Democrats need to split up too because there is such a huge divide. And the old fucking, like reading about the Democrats that people love, like Ruth fucking Bader Ginsburg and Nancy Pelosi and the Clintons, they've done some really fucking shitty things. And I'm finally glad that the younger people are reading that and being like, fuck you. And they're finally like that. When they fucked over Bernie Sanders, they're starting to like split up. And I wish they would just split because I'm going with them. I would, as much as I don't agree with everything they're about, I would join that to just beat the shit out of the old Democrats and the Republicans because they suck.
Is Scott still awesome?
Who's Scott?
My brother, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely, he's still awesome. He's got a beard down to here.
Oh my God.
Like this, yeah, it's like the length of my hair.
Yeah.
My hair is really long.
Oh my God.
So good with our kids too. He's so good with kids. It's really impressive.
We just went to visit him last weekend and celebrated his 50th birthday.
Oh my God.
And he's really good at giving gifts to children. So we got our oldest and her cousin, who's the same age, these orange like hunting caps that have lights in the front. And they loved them. They absolutely loved them.
Wait, was he on the podcast?
No.
I don't think he was.
Never
But he
was.
visited
Wow.
LA for a few, 5 days or something, or a week
Wow.
over my 40th birthday.
All right. I think this might be our last one because we are nearing that. We're at time right now. So we'll call this one our last one for the night. So good to see you three. When can I expect another podcast?
Ooh, and a year.
Talk to those two. They're the ones who say yes or no.
Those two.
Yeah, the kids. It is very, very hard for us to find time to do these podcasts, just because of, if you listened earlier, how labor intensive it is to put them on and how hard it is for us to find uninterrupted time. So I don't know. I think that when the time feels right, this obviously was something that we wanted to celebrate 10 years. It's pretty cool. So I think if there's enough demand, if you guys want us to come back, just be heard, be loud, and we'll come back, do an episode. Or if there's something else really cool that happens, maybe we'll come back. But it's kind of flexible right now. We're on a flex schedule.
I will say that if you want anything in life, like books or movies or podcasts, write a review. Everybody who wants it, write a review. That helps a lot. People look at it and then we might do it.
Yeah, sounds good.
That's great.
It was a wonderful evening.
Oh, thank you. We had a wonderful time too, didn't we?
Yeah.
Did we? Yeah, we did.
This video will be on our YouTube and our Facebook at Unimaginary Friend or at Imaginary Friendcast. If you don't follow us on the social medias, please do. We'll have an audio version of this on Apple.
Yeah, it'll be on all the big
Yeah.
platforms,
So
podcast platforms. Oh, wow. Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you.
The Unimaginary Friendcast.
good to see you all.
Thank you.